Hello everybody, my name's Ning and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about biology education. Fascinating subject, I know. But why do I want to talk about this? First of all, I've got a lot of experience in this subject, okay? I've taught students in high school, I've taught students in college, I've taught Ivy League students, and I've even taught a couple students in medical school. Why do I want to talk about this? Is I've noticed a couple different things you might consider weird or confusing. So let's talk a little bit about the types of students, okay? First of all, you got the student that just doesn't give a shit. The higher up the education ladder you go, the less you're gonna find the student, and we won't really concern ourselves with helping them because they don't really want to be helped, all right? The next type of student is a student that really just kills it. The student is highly motivated, highly capable, highly intelligent, and boom, just gets A's, 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 A pluses, A's, 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 okay? And then there's a student in between. This student is motivated, puts in a lot of effort, puts in a lot of hours studying, but maybe doesn't achieve the types of results that the other student might. Okay, why do some people, even though they have both the same level of motivation, put in the same amount of effort, some people will achieve more, some people will achieve less? Well, there may be a million reasons why. Okay, but I don't believe, you know what I hate? I hate when I'm teaching a student and they tell me, well, I'm just stupid. I hate that because I don't believe it's true. I believe that intelligence plays a tiny role, an insignificant role compared to the methods, the tactics, okay, and the techniques you use to study to take a test. All right? I believe that anyone, if they try hard enough, for the most part, anyone, will be able to achieve to the level that they desire if they only know how. And that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. The first thing that I really want to talk about is test taking anxiety. Okay? This afflicts so many of these mid-level students that I see that are highly motivated but are not achieving what they want. They're not getting those A's, those A pluses that they really want to get. So how can we fix this? All right, these people, the stress that stresses them out, it affects them while they're studying, before they take a test especially, and during the test. Okay, when they're studying, maybe they'll be like, oh my God, I have so much to study. I don't even know what this means. Oh my God, what is that word? I don't even know that word. Oh my God. Before the test, they'll be sitting with their friends. Their friends will be like, oh, blah, 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 did you learn this? Oh, I want to quiz you on this. And whenever they hear this in their brain, they're like, oh my God, did I study that? Oh, am I going to remember that? Oh my God, I'm so stressed out right now. What if I get a bad grade? What if I don't do well? My GPA is going to suffer. During the test, if they see a question they don't know, they'll be like, oh my God, I don't know that question. And instead of logically trying to figure it out, they'll just freak out. The more they freak out, the more their stress goes up. The more their stress goes up, the less they remember. The more their brain just freaks out, fries some circuits, and they can't think logically, okay? The more you stress out, the less you remember while you study, the less you're capable of thinking logically during a test, and the worse you will do. So how do we fix this? This subject came to me because I have a good friend who has a brilliant technique. Okay, she told me that she always likes to come into the test right when it starts. Okay, not like 5 minutes before, not 10 minutes before, right when it starts. Why? She does this, she told me, because everyone around her is always talking about what did you study, what did you not study. They're all freaking out, and she says that affects her. It would affect anybody. So she comes in right when the test starts, so none of that affects her state, her mood, her stress level going into the test. I thought that was brilliant. Okay, so this is one thing you can borrow. Okay, I would suggest if you study with people who freak out, who just their stress level is boom. When they study, when they take a test, when they freak out. I would suggest you cut those people out of your study group. I'm not saying you shouldn't be friends with them, you shouldn't hang out with them at parties or whatever. That's fine. But for your education's sake, I would say study instead with people who remain calm. Study instead with people who do well. Instead of envying the people that are achieving better than you, study with them, befriend them, study with them, examine how do they do things differently than you. Maybe try one of their techniques. See if it works. See if you get better grades. See if you remember things. See if you understand things better. During a test, accept that there will be some questions you won't immediately know the answer to straight off the bat. Very rarely in my entire lengthy educational career have I taken a test or given a test where all the questions are something you wrote, memorized, and spit back out. There's always going to be questions where you, oh my God, have to apply the knowledge. There'll always be those questions where you have to logically figure something out, take some steps to get to the right answer. Accept that you won't know the right answer straight off the bat. Okay, that's a good thing. That separates the people who freak out from the people who do well. After you accept it, now you can think logically. Okay, now what do I need to do to get to the right answer? What do I need to figure out? What do I need to logically puzzle, categorize, sift through, eliminate to get to the right answer? Okay, that's been the first episode. I gave you a little bit of value. Take this, use it, kick some ass in your classes. I'll see you in the next episode. Adios.